Siblings are born into the same family, but quite often their souls have not previously been together. While it is true that soul families follow each other and reunite when incarnated on Earth, it is also quite common for people outside each other's soul family to come together to learn lessons that are outside of their soul family's experience. When this happens, the lesson opportunities are immense, but are also potentially harder, because the scope for learning is great against no prior knowledge or experience. If two souls have never learnt the lesson of poverty, for instance, they may come together for the first time to help each other learn it. Learning lessons are essential for soul growth and evolvement. For some it may be an arduous task that equates to a lifetime of hardship and heartache, and a task that may seem particularly alienating and lonely, especially if family and friends drop away, leaving the person to go it alone. The resulting mental and emotional trauma can make life immeasurably harder and the reason for the lesson much more difficult to find. There is a saying on Earth, people come into your life for a reason or a season, and no truer words could ever be spoken. The lessons of life are rarely easy, but one cannot move on, grow, evolve or teach others when one has not learnt and understood the chosen lesson in the first place. Whether you like your family and the people who come into your life, or at least cross paths with, or not, every one of them is always meant to be there. You were there to help them learn as well. If you can look back on a period of your life that was hard with understanding and gratitude, with no resentment for the people involved, you know the lesson has been learnt. That is to be celebrated, even though the person or people may no longer be in your life. If you still hold resentment, cannot admit responsibility or are ever vengeful, there is still more learning to be done. There is much that happens on Earth that makes the world seem like a very hard and unforgiving place, and one that seems to many to be devoid of any kind of loving and benevolent God. How could a loving God allow the atrocities that are occurring to innocent and hardworking people, particularly children? Universal laws of free will and non-intervention are the reason that the Supreme Creator must allow all humans, who are sparks of His divine being, to make their own decisions that can result in the infliction of pain and suffering on others. All that occurs on Earth is the result of free will that has set into motion the laws of cause and effect, polarity, and in many cases, karma. While God, the Supreme Creator, is always there to advise the best course of action and to answer one's prayers, He can only do so if asked, and only if what you ask does not intervene against the free will of others.